Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney Moore and this is More Life with Courtney. Today is going to be a sit down with me. I'm going to catch you up on some things that have been going on in my life for the past couple of months. As I said in my last video, I'm newly married. We got married on 2/21/21, February 21st, 2021. So initially we planned to get married and have our celebration in St. Lucia this year in June, but we decided to move it out a year to June 22nd, 2022, which is actually our 6-year anniversary of us being together. We decided to move it out a year because of all the uncertain travel restrictions, the United States wanting to have everybody take a test before returning back, which is not an issue, but the thing is a lot of people were scared and concerned about not being able to come back to the United States in a timely manner to go to work. They were concerned about being stuck in a country for up to 14 days if they were to test positive. And then on top of that, the resort wanted to charge everybody $200 in order to return back, to take a COVID test, to test negative in order to return back to the United States. And it just wouldn't be fair for us to charge other people $200 on top of what they've already been paying in order to come to celebrate our nuptials. So we just decided to move it out for a whole year. But anyway, back in August, Brandon proposed in the most cutest and inconspicuous way. He got my friend Tiana to help him. Basically, that weekend we were supposed to go to, I think I was supposed to go to one of my friends' outing of some sort or whatever, but it ended up being canceled. So we ended up deciding to go get some crabs, Brandon and I. And evidently he already had some type of plan, but the whole time we were driving to go get some crabs, basically he kept asking me all these different questions about the Ring doorbell and am I able to see it, and what's that thing on your phone that you got that you use to see who's at the doorbell or whatever. And I said the Ring doorbell. I'm always looking at my doorbell to see who's at the door, who's causing motion. So that definitely alarmed me, but I'm just like, well, you know what, I'm not even gonna think anything about it. I'm just gonna let whatever happened. So it took me everything not to look at the doorbell to see what was going on. So all the while, we go get the crabs, we come back, and Brandon tries to hurry up and go to the front door to open the door. And I think, oh, I know what it was. There was something in my mailbox that belonged to the neighbors, and I had to take it to the neighbor's house to give it to him or whatever. And anytime I'm walking up to my house, I'm always scoping it out to see what's going on, and I definitely saw a piece of blue tape that was taped to the doorbell. My friend Tiana basically taped it over so that way she wouldn't see what was going on, her moving back and forth in front of the doorbell. But I act like I didn't see it. I just said, whatever. So we get in the house, and normally as soon as I walk in the house, I always go upstairs to change my clothes. But this particular day, I didn't do that. And evidently, Brandon was mad, or not really mad, but just he was like, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, what you normally do. So I go into the kitchen, and I happened to look on the dining room table, and I saw 2 glasses and a card. And I was like, babe, and a bottle of champagne. I was like, babe, what is this? What's going on? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm like, what is this on the table? This wasn't here when we left. And so he's like, I don't know, just go ahead upstairs and go change your clothes. I'm like, all right. So I go upstairs, and as I'm going upstairs, I see rose petals going up the steps. I'm like, oh, what's this? And I was like totally surprised, walking to the bedroom, and he had everything set up. Well, he had Tiana to help him to set everything up in the bedroom. It was balloons all over the bed, pictures, like a whole banner of pictures of us, Hershey kisses and everything, and then the ring. And I yelled down, babe, come here. He was like, what? Like he didn't know what was going on, but I guess he had to play the part. And so he comes upstairs, and I was like, babe, what is going on? He started smiling and cheesing, and then he gets down on one knee and he says, Courtney Leslie, that's my maiden name, Courtney Leslie, will you marry me? And I said, yes, of course. Get up, we give each other a hug and kiss or whatever. And then I said, oh, now it makes sense as to what was downstairs on the table. So I run back downstairs. I see the gift that it was actually a gift from Tiana and her husband and my godson, Trey. Basically, it was a a congratulations gift of them congratulating us for being engaged. It was 2 matching champagne glasses, a bottle of champagne, a card. And I was just so elated. I was so happy. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, so fast forward, we had basically, I'm a photographer. I think I said that in my last video, but I try to do like a whole lot of different creative things, and I had a Pinterest board set up for a while as to whenever the time came how we were going to kind of announce us being engaged. And so we had like a Martin theme, you know, the sitcom Martin, and my favorite movie is Love Jones. So we had a theme, Love Jones theme and Martin theme announcement of us getting married. And then when we had our engagement photos, I could not take my own photos, of course, and it was just, I don't know, I just didn't want to take the specialness, the specialty from me doing the photos or having to be able to have a lot of access in order to direct how the photo shoot would go. But we got Cece, our daughter, to help. Well, I got her to help me with taking the photos for our engagement shoot. So basically, I had a whole list of different poses and stuff for us to use and to take, and I got her to basically press the button. So me and Brandon, we would stand in whatever particular position in different various places in DC, and I would have her, I would tell her, I would have Brandon basically standing where we would be standing, and then I would have her to hold the camera like how I want the picture to look, and then I would run back over and she would just press the button. But it was really fun. I know I got some pictures showing up now as to how they turned out, and it was really, really fun. Like, it felt good to have to be able to direct my own engagement photo shoot, and to be able to have my daughter to help me to make it all come to fruition. So basically, the time came for me to try on dresses. I set up a couple of appointments in DC and Virginia based on some dresses that I had pinned on Pinterest that I liked. And so what they did was they set aside some dresses that were the same silhouette as a dress that I liked, along with a dress in my size, so that way I can try on multiple dresses. And so I tried on dresses at, well, I forgot the name of the one place that I initially was going to try on dresses at in DC, but I put the link in the description below. But the place that I ended up deciding to try on dresses was Bridals by Natalie in Alexandria, Virginia. So the plan was, since, you know, we're still dealing with COVID at the time, well, still are now, but we were still kind of fresh in COVID. We were limited to one person to come and assist me. So I got my god sister to assist me in the boutique in order to try on dresses. But everybody else, my entire bridal party, I had them on Zoom in order to watch me and to vote yes or no and say yes to the dress, I guess you can say. And so that's basically how it happened. And then after me trying on dresses, I took my entire bridal party out for brunch at Cafe 44, which is in Virginia. Also, it's about maybe 7-minute drive away from the dress boutique. And I got some pictures and video right here of how it all happened and everything. And I put so much love and thought into those proposal boxes, because I appreciate everybody who basically has supported me throughout Brandon and my relationship, and who has supported me and wanted love from me. So I wanted to show my love for them and my appreciation for them for being able to be in my wedding, our wedding. That was back in October. Yeah. And then so from October up until maybe the middle of January, it was just kind of a waiting game about COVID, you know, about the vaccines, about what else was it? About the vaccines, about travel restrictions as far as different countries' requirements on negative tests getting there. And then all of a sudden, after Biden, who we're so grateful to have put some type of restrictions on travel, however, he decided to make it so that way anybody returning to the United States has to have a negative test. And so the thing is, if you don't test positive, if you don't test negative, you have to basically quarantine for 14 days in whatever country that you're at. And so that alarmed a lot of people. And we were still going to kind of go ahead and just go forward with anybody who was still going to not take the risk, but who were still wanting to take advantage of having this vacation and to see us have our wedding celebration. But the resort basically decided to charge between $150 or $200 per person in order to take the test, to test negative in order to return back to the United States. And like I said, it just wouldn't be fair for us to ask our guests to pay more money on top of what they've already paid or will be paying or are paying for the flights and the resort itself and possibly excursions and stuff. So we basically just decided to move it until next year, and it kind of like I wanted us to keep a cute date, so we changed it to 6/22/22. And like I said, that will be our 6-year anniversary of us being together. So hopefully everything still goes fine as far as improving on COVID restrictions and COVID related inquiries and cautionary things. So although we made that decision to move our wedding to next year, it was always our plan to get legally married before having our ceremony this June, because we didn't want to have to worry about any other problems with legal documents and getting a notary public, and you know that episode of Martin where I think Pam signed on the bride side and Gina signed on the witness side, and Martin and Pam had been married for all this time. We didn't want to have any type of mishap, so we just basically decided we was going to get married here in the United States in Maryland, and then just have the beautiful grand ceremony in St. Lucia. So like I said, we basically just went ahead and got married on the 21st, and it was so fun and so cute and so intimate. Like I'm truly grateful that we had this opportunity to get married this way, because all of the focus really was on us and our love and our relationship. Like a lot of times when people put all this effort into the big wedding and the legal portion of it and the ceremony happened simultaneously, a lot of people put so much focus on the beautification of it all and the dress and the decorations and the food, everything. They forget about the real reason you're there is because of the couple. And so with us getting married this way, it basically allowed everybody to put the focus, well, those who were there to put the focus on us and for us to focus on each other also. And so I was truly blessed that we were able to have that opportunity. And with that, there were a lot of different things that we had to consider as far as having the legal wedding. Initially, we were just going to go to the courthouse, but the courthouse had so many restrictions. It could only just be me and Brandon there, and then we could only get married on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it just limited us too much. And so we decided to ask our counselor to marry us, our Christian counselor, and it was just like so perfect. She and her husband have their own church, and they were available, and we've grown to have a good rapport with her, and it was just perfect. We didn't have to basically do a whole lot of planning, because again, we just wanted to put all of our money and efforts and everything into St. Lucia, which will be next year, but we still wanted to put ourselves first and go ahead and get married, because why wait? I mean, we were still going to get married anyway. And so Brandon wore this suit that actually he got made in Thailand a couple of years ago. In 2018 we went, and I ordered this dress off of Amazon. I put the link in the description below, and these cute little fishnet stockings and these nude pumps. And we had Brandon's family, who's from Maryland, and two of my friends that are up here, Tiana and Eric and Trey, and then Brandon's sister / friend, Kania. And it was really nice. We really enjoyed it. Everybody was so happy. Oh, and then we did have my dad. I had my dad on FaceTime. And he was so proud to be able to say that he gave me away through FaceTime. I mean, technology is definitely allowing so many different things that we would never think of to happen. And so we're kind of thankful that these circumstances have happened in order for us to explore and expand on availability of different things that can go on within our lives. So basically our next steps are, I think I said it in my last video, we're going to sell my house. We actually sold Brandon's house last year, and then we're going to sell my house. had something caught in my throat. But anyway, we're going to sell this house that we're currently staying in, and then we're going to move into an apartment temporarily while we have our new home built. We already have an idea. We already know exactly the house that we want to move into, the style, I guess you could say, and the neighborhood that we want to move into. And what we're going to do is basically move the bulk of these items in this house into storage. Well, in addition to the storage that we already have of things that we moved from Brandon's old house. And we're going to stage this house to be sold, and I'll bring you all on a journey for that. And then we'll also I will show you the journey of us finding an apartment and everything, and the whole journey of selling this house, finding where we're going to move temporarily, the whole process of us getting the new house and everything, and it being designed and all the fun stuff, and then eventually us moving in and decorating, which I cannot wait. But anyway, thank you all so much for chatting with me. Catch me on Thursdays and Sundays. You can find me on Instagram at courtside127. That's courtside127. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified every time I post a video. Tell me about something that you would like for me to talk about, share, or vlog about. As I said, I will be bringing you all along the journey of my new life as Mrs. Moore. And thank you again for checking out my channel, and stay tuned to more life with Courtney. Bye.